Alrighty, folks. So here we have the Steam Deck. I got it a couple of weeks back, and honestly, I gotta tell you, there's a lot to talk about this thing. Let's see here. So as you can see, you get your top layer with packaging, right? Pretty much instructions on how to use it, what to look for, what your the Steam button and I guess the other button does. You get your SD card slot on the bottom. Comes with a charger. Definitely don't want to lose that. I think you might want to keep that. I think the reason being is because right here you can see it. You can't. It's not detachable. The cord. It's not detachable from the charging brick. So yeah, hold on to that one and take care of it as best as you can. I got the $399 one, which is the first set, the 64 gig. This is the case it comes in. And yeah, I mean, gotta say, it's bigger than what I thought it would be looking at this. And yeah, you can see I have a little bit of trouble there. I don't know why that was put on there, but I guess it's just so it doesn't open. There's probably a way to open it. I just was impatient. So I went from trying to open it with a knife to I grabbed some scissors there. Yeah. Like I said, I got it a couple of weeks back. It's almost I almost had it for an entire month, just about. If not, it has been. I can't keep track of that. Haven't looked into exactly when I got it, but I know from my last video I said I would record. It's a bit tough sometimes being a father, husband. Life keeps you busy. I'm a working man, and most people usually upload or stream in the evenings. I'm always at work at that time, and so yeah, I mean, for what it is, it's great. I have a couple things I want to say about it. So in the video, I did say that I was going to try and do the Windows 10 installment, right? Well, I got to doing that. It works great, but I'm going to tell you this. It needs way too many things for it to work how you think it would work when it comes to loading your games up and kicking back and relaxing if you want to keep it portable mode, heck, where to start? Obviously, Steam gives you all the drivers for the Windows 10 version of it. At the end of it, it would just make more sense to keep it docked. So technically, you would turn it into a desktop. You could not use it the other way, right? Like I said, they give you a program that you could even like map out the buttons on the control that it comes with. But that's too much work for anyone, especially if you're not tech savvy. Anybody who wants to pick this up, that's the point. You want to pick it up and go. Just get used to it. The idea is to take your PC games anywhere, just about, right, with you, and that takes that away with all the extra stuff that you have to do. And these are things that you have to look up. They're not explained. So it takes a second to do it, but it can be done if you choose to keep it that way. Yeah, the only way that it would make sense to use it is if you got a dock for it, plugged in a keyboard and mouse, and just kept it like a desktop and no other way. So I went back to the Steam OS, and I gotta say, from where it was back then to where it is now, since it's already been out for just about a year, they did a lot of updating, a lot of fixing of anything that would have probably been a problem back then. I've tried a couple games on it. I think it was Sonic Frontiers was one of them, and it ran great. New World was definitely great on there. Believe it or not, it's kind of runs real good, even though you think that New World is meant for PC. It actually ran really well. All the button map outs were already done for you, so yeah, you don't need a keyboard and mouse. The game ran really good. I tried Wizard 101, another one that requires you to use keyboard and mouse. Same thing. It ran really good with just controls. I think what helps is those extra buttons in the back and the, I guess the trackpads is what they're called, right? That really helps being able to use all that. And then also, I tried Hogwarts Legacy, being one of the newest titles that just came out. And I got to say, it's pretty sad, but I think this is funny. So on the PC version of Hogwarts Legacy, when you start your game, you always get these shaders that load in, right? I've noticed that on the Steam Deck, that doesn't happen. And the game actually runs better on the Steam Deck. Of course, you got to, give your little bit of, tweaking and fixing the graphics there. I forget, it's like the AMD chip that you have to go in there and fix yourself, because when you first start the game, it doesn't look very good. It looks kind of blurry a little bit, but you just go into the settings and fix, I can't remember what it's called. I think it's the FSR. I think you go to 2.0. I think if I'm saying it wrong, I apologize. I'm not looking into it. I did it a couple days ago. But it can be fixed, and it can look just as good as the PC version. Obviously not as high end, but yes, you're going to get pretty solid frame rates. It'll run really good. Other than that, yeah, I was hesitant at first to stay away from the SteamOS, but I ended up liking it in the end. It actually works real good because, of course, I mean, it's meant for it. It's going to work, right? So, of course, you get your the Steam created version, which kind of is like a Switch kind of thing where you just have the games and nothing else, right? But then you can also go to desktop mode on it, and that is where the Steam Dock also comes in handy, because that is where you can also turn it into a desktop and use keyboard, mouse. Heck, you could even use a Bluetooth controller, and it works really good. From what I've seen, I've taken it to the bedroom, where I'm relaxing for the day, lying down in bed, plugged in the Steam Deck onto the TV, and started up the game, and I could play it on the big screen, no problem. And you don't even need the dock. You can go and buy a third party from anywhere, and it will work just as good. Other than that, don't really have anything else to say. I'm sorry it took so long, but it is really neat, all the things that you can do. Of course, there will be games that still will not run on there. It's all patience from this point on, and them updating the graphics drivers and anything else they needed to make it work, right? Because not everything is going to work, obviously. So far, myself, I have not run into that problem, I want to say, but I have a friend who just got his, and he's got a couple games that he's mentioned that don't run at all. I think I heard Destiny was probably one of them. I can't remember too well, but from what I have seen, it looks like that's one of them. Again, I hope you guys give this a listen, and it helps a little bit in deciding what you'd want to do with the Steam Deck if you ever choose to get one. I have no complaints. I love it. Just like everyone else, they're going to say that the battery isn't the greatest, obviously. I don't mind. I have a big battery pack. I'll just plug it in and sit somewhere and it lasts me all day. So yeah, that's all I got to say. Until next time, thank you very much.